All right, hey, what up, YouTube? Man, okay, Cheap Dad here with some upgrades for you. I'm going to show you these mirror vents. I can't call them Baker wings because they're not Baker builts. These are the knockoffs, and I finally figured out a way to help you use these things. I love them because they're smoked. And that's what I wanted to go along with the madstad bottom to make it match real nice and neat. Got to make that madstad look good any way we can, folks. So these help, all right? I'm going to take you out to my bike here in a second, but this is what I bought, and now they're shipping them out of, it took me like I don't know, 2-3 weeks to get mine. Now they're shipping these out of out of California, it looks like. $25. Yep, cheap dad. You know, you're gonna pay more than that for the non-knockoffs Americans. Here's the Baker built smoke wings. You're gonna pay $69 plus a $13.95 shipping and handling, or right around there. Okay. I gotta say something though. These actually probably are better. Well, without a doubt, than the other $25 one. Because based on the instructions, and they got a good instruction video, and I tried to follow that video to actually put mine on, and the hardware is not correct from the China ones. The China ones, not good, okay? As far as the hardware goes, we'll take a look at that in just a second. But that's one option here. These Baker builts, and then let's see if there's another option. I think National City selling some of these puppies. There's the Baker built. I just had it pulled up here. Where are those suckers? Well, there's another type that are like notches. They're notched, and I think those are even more expensive. I think you're going to get up into the 100 range, but I think National Cycle sells some for $79. You might want to, or $79. You might want to look into those too. I liked them because they actually did have notches in them. See these better hardware here, I can tell right now, than the ones I put on there in the knockoffs. Gosh, where is that one from National Cycle? I had them pulled up. Anyway, look around for them. The ones that click is the ones I really looked at, but again, I think you're going to push into the $100 range, and I think I've shown you these before, but look how that flows together with that lower part of this madstad. See how those look? Just perfect. The exact same really dark color to match the madstad windshield. Guys, I'm going to tell you, you have to have hand wings, okay? I found something wrong with the madstad. It doesn't let enough air through in the summer, so you got to have some. Now, I say that, but you get a nice, clean, I've talked about this before from this madstad engineering, you get that nice, clean, somebody said that you get some wind in your face. Well, you do, and it's annoying in the winter and fall if it's a little cold, but I'm usually under a full face anyway. But that wind that you get in your face is just a flutter of a butterfly wing flutter of wind. But on the highway tonight, I had, I'm doing 80 miles an hour, and I have it down in the lowest position, and man, how smooth is that air. And it was just so nice at 72, 73 degrees, beautiful Charlotte night. So it works really good, but these complement it well. Now, so you get the hardware. Let me show you the hardware over here. Where's that stuff at? All right, so here's the hardware. All right, now it's got similar stuff to what the Baker builts have on them. Okay, it's got similar stuff. So you can dig in here, and there's the white. You got a white washer, and they tell you how to put this together on the Baker built thing. And I think these folks tried to mock that hardware to make it work right. Good luck, because those washers don't work as well, and good luck. There's no instructions on the $24.99. That's what really sucks. It'll tell you there, no instructions. So you got to figure it out and kind of go off the video and stuff like that. But what it's supposed to happen is when you install these, it's so easy. It takes literally seconds to install, no matter which ones you buy. But, you got this deal that screws up into this. You just got to remove a Phillips head screwdriver, removes that one. And then I think this is a 3/8 that screws in there. And then this is a 10 that nut or that locking or that washer goes on. Not a locking washer either they put on those. So I actually grabbed one from another set, and I'll show you what I did. So how it's supposed to work, though, is when you rig it up right, like the Baker builds, you're going to be able to turn this, and it turns right here, okay? That's how it's supposed to work, okay? $24.99, it ain't going to work, guys. And in fact, it's going to slide all over the place unless you're a genius. I couldn't figure it out, and I tried and messed with it and tightened this and pulled them off and did different stuff. So Cheap Dad's way of doing it, I'm going to actually probably put some Loctite on this, just a little bit, so I can still break it if I ever have to, break that seal and get this off if I need to. But here's what I did. I went ahead and tightened this sucker. I just put a lock washer and the nut. That's it. So lock washer, nut, put it on there, tighten it to the maximum. And before you do that, though, you probably can't see this, but this whole thing is turning. It's actually turning that goes inside the mirror. It doesn't move the mirror around too much, but you see I'm turning that back and forth, and I've got this so tight. What's turning is what's going into the mirror, okay? And I know that's hard to see, but I think you get the idea. You tighten that sucker up, and now it holds. I mean, if you don't, before I would put them on the right way, this thing's flapping around, okay? I got out on the highway, did highway speeds. This thing's flapping around. Now, it's like that's exactly where you want it in the summertime. You've got to have these in the summer if you got a madstad. Okay, it just doesn't let enough wind come over to you. You get that little flutter in the face, but it's even at highway speeds, you're going to get hot. Okay, because there's just not like air that comes over like all the other shields. But it's great, and there's no buffeting and all that stuff. We talked about that in other videos. Make sure that you put these little puppies on. I bought these at Walmart. Okay, those didn't come with it. Did you see that? Yeah, just the stuff, the things that you put on there. From the, you put those on your cabinets in the house and just have that. Now this, if you do it, my strategy here on this was to, again, now it's not coming over. It's very hard. You got to you got to fool with this too. I'm making that perfect, how tight you put it in here to where it's still tight. This one's still a little loose over here, but that's about the maximum it's going to be able to go. This is more for the low speed. It's going to be okay. I've still got some playing around trying to adjust that in and dial it in perfect to make that work. But this one over here is just awesome, okay? It's tight, and it's exactly what I want it to be. You see, there's just no play, okay? So check that out and give it a try. They do complement them well. Absolutely, you need them in the summer, in my opinion. Or just, well, I think even if you take these off, you're going to suffer. It just doesn't let enough wind through. So get these so you can put it on and direct that wind. And boy, I open that up and I say, can you feel that? My wife, she's like, yeah. And I even had this down in the lowest position with my wife on the back yesterday. We did 3 hours. And I was like, how's that feel? Back there at 75 miles an hour. And she goes, I feel the wind, but it's not like it used to be where my head felt like it was in a pinball machine, okay, bouncing all over the place. So she was like, it feels pretty good. So again, guys, if that's nice to hear that. I love hearing that because I want to keep that windshield down to the lowest position. Number one, I think it just looks the best on the madstad on the 15-inch here. And then just number two, the ability to look over the shield. Again, I'm 6 foot. You've got my stats on the other, Google my other madstad video, and you'll see the complete review. But just a couple things that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, just a couple things I wanted to let you know about this shield. And here's how this thing comes packaged here. It's not real pretty, all right, but they do, if they give you a new pair. The first pair I got was actually scratched. They replaced them right away. So this is the old ones that I had on there, and there was a scratch. Is this the one? I don't know if you can look at that big scratch right across. They were quick. They replaced it right away and actually got it here very quick and gave me the whole new set of hardware. Probably need to give these away to somebody because that's the only thing wrong with them, and then the complete set of hardware. So, yep, and just packaged up. That's it. That's the $24.99 cheap dad version of the Baker Builts. I hate to do that to you, American made. But again, Baker Builts guys are the ones to get if you want to go. And then, like I said, those other ones that actually have the notch system in there, that would be so nice to just click, 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 click. Okay, these are just, you know, they do the job, but that's about it. But I only really want two positions. I want that, okay, or I want that in the wintertime to keep that off your hands. And I believe they do keep some wind off your body in the wintertime. Again, I think anytime you change up the wind or put anything on the bike, I actually think they cause a little bit of more turbulence around your head, believe it or not. I think it floats up there because I felt more turbulence after I put the madstad on, drove it, and then I put these on. I felt a little bit more buffeting from that, but it's worth it. It's not anything to, you know, be alarmed about, and you're definitely going to like that in the summertime, okay? So grab them if you're cheap. If you got, you know, if you're in a different tax bracket than me, go ahead and splurge for the other ones. That ratchet thing is definitely cool. But that's it. We'll see you, YouTube. Hope that helps somebody out there.